show's hot.
Lady Love.
Strength.
Guess what time it is?
Band Maid. Twofer.
We're actually gonna do.
Twofer.
We got requests, and when it come in, I was like, "That's a hell of an idea. Let's do a band Maid and a band Maiko."
Yeah.
And I actually did. I just picked random songs. The first one's Wonderland, live by, I guess, Bree Sal. That's what I got wrote. I'm guessing. We're just going that.
We'll just go with that.
Right.
Okay.
Bree, thank you.
Thank you.
And then the second one was Secret.
Maiko Lips.
Yeah, and that one's by J.A. Giancho. Is a request on that one. I guess I did.
And hopefully they're not too butchered.
We left the butchering tool over there on the floor, so.
Yeah. And Band Maid, we know.
It's going to rock.
Band Maiko's probably going. You've done.
I've listened to it.
And he said it rocks, so we're going to take Love's word. So if it don't, it's Love's fault.
I don't think.
Well, I think we all know.
Yeah, we know.
It's not going to suck.
Yeah, we know it's not going to suck.
I'm pretty sure we know that.
But the twofers, last twofers we done, we enjoyed it, and it went over pretty good.
So might as well do it again.
Figured might as well,
Give it another attempt and see if we still get a good vibe off of that, and then
because
might be a third.
Yeah, why not give them
A third
two?
Third tooth.
Yeah,
Get that third tooth up in there.
Third twofer.
Twofer to a third, whatever. So, I guess we was talking earlier with this whole Japanese thing. I guess with Band Maid, we discussed Love didn't come along for the ride till looked like we was 3 or 4 videos into it. And we're thinking about going back and maybe revisiting.
Do a reaction of the reaction.
We're not sure if we're going to do reaction by reaction. Yeah, we're thinking about maybe revisiting some of the stuff that we visited early when we first started.
Back before we got professional.
Yeah. Back when we probably only had, 50 subscribers?
Probably.
And they're probably all 50 of them were Band Maid people.
That's okay. We love
Yeah, we love
what got
all
it
the
started.
Yep.
And I guess in the comments section, if y'all would like to see us go back and revisit some of our, what do we call it, vintage? I don't know if we're vintage.
I don't know if we're vintage.
we're not
yet.
Remaster, should we call it
Yeah,
remaster?
it's a
Maybe
remaster.
or just react to our old reactions.
Yeah, if you would like us to react to our video, or just
It might get long.
or just do the actual video
Yeah.
and just kind of our spin on it now after we're, 15 songs into Band Maid reactions.
2 years
Yeah.
into it now.
Which either way it would be interesting, I would think. So y'all want to just go to
Yeah, let's go to the
Wonderland
Wonderland.
live for the first one?
We know it's going to rock. It's live.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's,
Yeah. Of course, the last one we had the drummer.
Yeah.
Drums. So y'all ready? Bam.
偶発的な言葉じゃないとちゃんと証明してほしいの短絡的じゃ好みじゃないの触れてみせてよ Let me breathe you, breathe you, breathe youいつだって大事なもんだってすり減って詰まって泣けなくてこうやって焦げた声も夢と消えるのでしょう分かってる分かってない分かってる分かってない繰り返すれ違ってまたゼロに戻るそれでもどうにかしたくて歩んだ二人の奇跡をたどって不発的な言葉じゃないとちゃんと証明してほしいの短絡的じゃ好みじゃないの触れてみせてよ Let me breathe you, breathe you, breathe you くすぐる思いも悪くないこうやって瞬く瞬間が
thought we were gonna get a power guitar solo right there at the end, but it was just a little taste.
Little tease.
But I mean, she was still rocking all the way up to the very end. I mean,
I don't know how it sounds on your alls, but that fucking bass.
That whole that stuff they were doing at the beginning, even the guitar and the bass, just
Yeah.
that little.
and then with the drummer doing the little with it too, it was
The very, I don't know, minute and a half. I don't even know if it was a minute and a half. It had, after it got past like the very first 30 seconds or whatever, it kind of got into it, and it reminded me of like a Vegas, like a Vegas show kind of a sound. Just it was like the little bit of a groove or something. It gave
It
you
was
that
almost
Vegas
like-
feel.
And it was a tease. Mm-hmm. Because it was like you knew that the build up was
yeah,
coming and coming and coming.
Yeah.
And her voice, it was like she went to a whole.
oh, there
different
was
octave.
one point where her voice was like, whoa.
Yeah,
I was
mean,
gonna say
it,
something
like,
about her
changed
voice also.
completely,
Yeah,
too, and that was like, I don't know if
I
I've
was
ever
gonna say the
noticed.
exact same thing.
You know,
I
it
mean,
was like
she
it went
hit
to
a range.
a whole nother octave, like a higher
Yeah,
octave.
it was awesome. I was definitely
It never broke or nothing.
Yeah, it was a good song. I mean, just like always. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, we knew.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, and I'm guessing this last one we did, I think, was from this show.
Yeah.
The Freedom.
And I said originally that I didn't like the mix on this concert as much as the Zepp show, but this one, I didn't mind this song, and for some reason, it sounded pretty good to me.
Yeah, I thought it was all mixed well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on
it
that one,
was-
and maybe I just had that Zepp thing going in my head, and maybe it just 'cause I know how awesome that show
you might
is,
as well start getting it.
but. Yeah, I thought this one had a good sound to it. Maybe
yeah,
a
it
mix to
sounded
it,
really
and-
good.
and-
They always do. I mean,
Yeah, but
and
it
they
was,
all
it was
showcase.
something. Well, but it was something about this concert. I don't know if it was
Yeah, I
just
remember you saying
because
something the last
of
time
the
we watched.
venue or the production company or whoever mixed it in the end. I don't know. But
That one did sound really good.
yes, that one did.
So we've got tons of requests for this, and we're finally going to visit Band Maiko.
The Maiko,
Band Maiko.
And like we said earlier,
the
loves
fastest
to-
shark in the water.
Loves visit to Band Maiko.
Yeah, when I started listening, I did my whole binging, and this one popped up, and I was like, "Band Maiko, what?" And then I started reading, and it was an April Fool's. and-
Yeah.
And if I think I'm correct in that this song is in the little box thing that Little Wing sent me that had the Zepp show with it. I think this was one of the singles that was in that, because it was like one had 2 tracks. There was another disc that had 1 track, and then it had the live show.
So that might have been this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was this.
And like I said, all we know was April Fools and
Yeah.
it's Band Maid.
And then it was a joke on like the 2018, and then it was such a big hit they came back and actually did like an EP for 2019 for
Yeah,
it.
see, I read it to them earlier, but you just said it.
Yeah,
so,
it was pretty much the same.
yeah, a mini album. So
And it don't surprise me that it was a success.
Yeah.
I mean, with the talent that them ladies have, it's
well, I mean, a mini album, but it had 7 tracks on it, so it's still pretty.
It's a
good.
nice size mini
Yeah,
album.
that's a pretty good size mini album. So
well, and you know, the thing that amazes me, this song's a little bit longer, but usually we're coming in at 3.5 minutes, and I've always been told over the years, when you can put all that in 3.5 minutes, you wrote a good song.
Yeah, and that's what the radio wants. Them
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Like Billy Joel would say, no longer than 3:05.
to me, that's too short.
Yeah, because you're leaving out some.
But there's a lot of great albums. I mean, that you get, and it's got like 13 tracks, but it's only like 25 minutes.
And some punk albums are even shorter than
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
so.
15-second song.
Yep.
Well, y'all want to just
Yeah,
go
let's
with
go-
Band
let's
Maiko?
get into
check
it. Let's
out,
get
see
into
what it's
it.
all about. All right, here you go. We'll start this now.
You か変わりますの溢れるよまでにふたしはんなり感じてるシクレット枕元でささやきハート刺されて手の中にガッタヘ脱足はいらへんはいないもんだ無意味な時間過ごさへん刺激は遅れやすまだここにいたいねんか夜が明ける前に刻んでくれやベビー潰されそうとすれ離れてかへんではベビーこの真っ暗闇でどうしたらいいの身動きも取れへんベビー終わらせたくないんだ Just me せやからかないもね言葉とかもないかいこれ以上ねきりきんといていらわんといていけずな人やは傷ついた数ばかり数えあるこんな人生よろしゅうどうか変わりますの溢れるよまでにふたしだ
There's your Vegas.
もがいてた時もある Father 思いもこの声も Father 誰にも届かへんそうやけど叶わへんって決めつけて何一つ成し遂げずに嘆いてばっか変にしばっか生で全権アバチューよそさんは関係あらへんうちはうち誇りを胸にたんと気張ってたんと気張って夢を託したらあかんね
Yeah, man. I mean, as always, rocking, man.
That was worth the wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really was. I really enjoyed the Japanese instruments that was thrown
Traditional.
into the traditional Japanese instruments that was kind of mixed in with it, even though it still had that the rock guitars and all that with it. It kind of added a whole another level. To
Yeah, it did.
I would honestly like to hear more of that.
And we
No,
got
I have
7
to get the mini
songs.
album.
Yeah.
I'll have to get the mini album.
Yep.
Got you hooked. I got you. If I could find it, yeah, that would be the problem.
I guess I'm in the book where I've got the
I did, yeah, because I always have
Their names.
Miku. I always have a hard time remembering her
and
name.
her voice behind
Yeah, she does have a good
I guess it's Saki.
Saki.
Behind her voice, that's harmony.
Yeah, that's like
That's
harmony.
what I was talking about earlier. That's
Yeah.
the difference between gang vocals and harmony.
Yeah, I got a kick out of Konami when they were eating their
And then, like,
ramen
the whole
noodles,
stop.
and she was like, "Fuck y'all, I'm eating." She just starts eating. Everybody else is looking. I got a kick out of that. That was pretty good.
The steel frame look of it, like
And you know that was a little bit longer song, but they still, man, they knocked it out of the
You know, and it was
park.
kind of cool to see them dressed up differently, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to something different, you know. And Misa, she looks totally different. I mean, because we're always just used to her long, jet black hair, just, you know, flowing, and then it's all kind of pulled up and in a little bun, and she just totally looks different.
yeah.
But when everybody watched this, they didn't fool
Yeah,
nobody.
it's obviously.
Yeah, because that was what got me. Because that was when I said that whole binge thing, and this one had popped up and it was like Maiko. It said band Maid Maiko, and I'm like, what is this? And then I watched it, and I was like, well, this is the same band, right? And then that's when I finally went and I read that thing about the whole what you did with the description about it being an April Fool's thing, and I was like, Well, they got me.
They got
Yeah,
me.
I was like, okay. I was like, well, that was awesome. And I dug it then, and I still
really
like it
dug-
now.
I-
so,
I really dug that.
Yeah.
and
I
you know,
like-
I always like a folk or a more traditional style
Oh,
of
there was
music. So
that was like whole back. Yeah, it was in the background. The whole, pretty much the whole song.
It was, and I like the traditional Japanese like art,
yep,
the herons and
the whole
swans
thing,
and
yeah.
all the cool paintings that they have, and
Well, what was cool about this was it's like, you know, we get this stuff that comes in that we've never seen before. And this was kind of exciting like that because, you know, there's been so much hype on this.
Yeah.
And we've been waiting for the, you know, the
the
perfect
right time.
We figured a twofer, man. When somebody suggested that, I was like,
well,
wish
I
I'd
guess
have
we,
wrote down
we
what
missed
it
the
suggested.
the perfect time to do it on
Yeah.
April Fool's
April
Day.
Fools
but-
would have been
Yeah,
the best
that
one to
was-
done it, but at that point in time, we were still all quarantined.
Quarantine.
Well, that come out.
So, you know, and,
Redneck.
well, I guess we've been doing a lot of bandmate stuff, and you know,
Oh, it's like, I mean,
the
they're
reviews
so
on the album's a
good.
little bit more difficult for us because it's a different language. But
Yeah.
you know, we've been doing a review on the Warnings Queen of the Murder Scene, and we've enjoyed that. So if
Well,
there's
it's
like
more
a,
of a not really. I don't know if you would call that a review, but
I mean, if there's something different that
Our
you'd like us
reaction
to
on it.
do with Bandmade, I know we've talked about interviews over and over and over
Yeah.
again. And somebody did comment, I've got it wrote down in here, on an
A good one.
interview that we need to watch. So that's something that we probably
and
really should pursue.
I know I know you came across a bunch of them. There's like I don't know if it's like a TV show or something, but it
Yeah.
seems like it's like three
That's-
or four people that it seems like they get mixed with this group a lot, and I don't know if that's the one that they're suggesting, whoever it was, but
Yeah, I don't know. I've got it wrote down.
but I do see they have a lot of their
Stuff's
interviews
closed
and
caption.
yeah.
I mean, that'd be cool to actually be able to
Yeah, and I mean, I did write it down, and
in one of the books.
It's
Yeah.
buried in the book. But we'll find it. We'll find it.
yeah, it's. But they even said the name of the show to check
Oh,
out.
that it was.
Yeah, and it's.
He's in the blue
Yeah.
pages. He's out of the yellow pages.
Music Gold Rush 73. It's a bandmate interview. So I don't know. I mean, if somebody else maybe thinks that's a good request, that was by Grump Uncle.
Grump Uncle.
Grump Uncle.
Grump Uncle.
So there's Grump Uncle's getting a little shout
Yeah, you
out.
get a little shout
That
out.
reminds me of that show that my boys used to watch, Uncle Grandpa. Stupid, but
So
Hey, kept them entertained. That's what. Yeah.
I guess so we don't bore them too much.
Yep. And we're still under. I mean, we're in the 20-minute
we
mark.
did a little bit
So
shorter on our last one, but I hope y'all liked the twofer.
for a
comment
twofer, that's
section.
pretty short for us.
Yeah.
So that's really good.
Yeah, because damn, we did the mushroom head, and that was like,
yeah,
almost-
that was story time. That's all.
yeah, I guess it's story
And it
time.
was the first one we'd started with for the night too.
So, like the usual speech, stay safe, stay strong.
Like
Oh,
and
I'm
subscribe.
Healthy.
Well, you got the babblings.
happy. I did got the bad ones.
Thanks for hanging.
Yep.
Peace,
Later,
y'all.
Peace.